Hi, this is Miss Dolores, and you're here at my home today. And I just want to say we at Alamo City miss our First Steps little ones. We're glad that you can come visit us today, and we want to share a memory verse. And our memory verse today is love the Lord your God, Matthew 22:37. Today we have a special guest to tell us about our Bible story, and we're going to learn how we need to do what is right to show our love to God.
Hi everybody, I'm Miss Megan, and I have the pleasure to be in Miss Dolores' home today to tell you a fun story about obedience. But first I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you, what is your favorite food? I know that everybody has a favorite food, so I want to know what your favorite food is. Think about that for just a second. If you have a brother or sister in the room with you, or if you're in the room with your parents or a guest, share with them what your favorite food is. Also, what would you eat every day? If you just had one thing you had to eat every day, what would that be? I'll give you a couple seconds to share. All right, so today I am going to tell you a story about obedience. We know that one way to love God is to obey God. So I want to read you a story about a man named Daniel. Are you ready? Get your listening ears on. Here we go. King Nebuchadnezzar went to Israel with a strong army. His army took many people from Israel back to their country, Babylon. 4 boys were among the people taken from Israel. One of the boys was named Daniel. Daniel and his 3 friends walked for days and days until finally they came to Babylon. When they got to Babylon, an official of the king came to choose servants for the king. The official chose the strongest, healthiest, and smartest young men. Daniel and his 3 friends were chosen as the king's servant. Can you imagine if the king chose you to be his servant? That's a really big job. Daniel and his friends would go to a special school. They would learn to speak and read the king's language, and they were also supposed to eat the food from the king's table, the same food the king ate. The king's food looked and smelled very good, but God told his people not to eat certain foods, and the king's food was not something they could eat. Daniel and his friends decided to obey God's rules instead. Daniel and his friends talked to the guard who was in charge of the meals. Daniel asked the guard to give them a test for 10 days. The boys would eat only vegetables and drink water. Could you only eat vegetables and drink water for 10 days? That would be hard. Then they would see if this was a good idea, the guards agreed. For 10 days, Daniel and his 3 friends ate only vegetables, and they only drank water. Then the guard looked at the 4 boys. Daniel and his friends looked better, and they looked stronger than the other ones. So the guard let them keep eating the way they were supposed to. They were able to do what was right and show that they loved God. So let's go back and think. What did Daniel and his friends eat? Remember, they asked the guard to give them a 10-day test. Can you remember what they ate and what they only drank? That's right, only vegetables and water. Daniel and his friends ate vegetables, drank water, and because they obeyed God, they were healthier and stronger. This was one way they showed how they loved God. We can obey God and show that we love him too. What can we do to obey God when we are at our homes? Take some time to think about that and share that with someone you love. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa. It's a great big world, and I am only me, but you are you. Together we are God's family. The words we say and the prayers we pray, let the work of our hands spread love all across the land. If we want to make a difference, if we want to take a stand and learn to serve each other like Jesus said we should. Don't we are wanting one thing, and that is to be loved. So demonstrate the love that God gave in all we do and say. Let's live